Hello, everyone. Welcome to another one of my God on Your Mind topics. And this is a topic that I've talked about before about my own struggles and other people's struggles with when you try to solve issues or you try to battle on your own versus handing it over to God and trusting in Him and letting Him battle for you and putting your trust in Him. And this is from the Holman Study Bible. It's from 1 Corinthians, and it's in chapter 5, verses 18 through 22. So it's, I'm just going to read part of it. So starting with 18, it says, the sons of Reuben, the Gadites, and half the tribe of Manasseh. And it says that they made war with four different groups. And they were helped against them. And the other people were delivered into their hands because they cried out to God in the battle, which is verse 20. He heeded their prayer because they put their trust in Him. So in the study guide part of it, it says, a constant theme in Chronicles is that when people attempt to fight in their own strength, God will not bless them. But when He fights the war, His people see miraculous victories beyond human expectation. Thus, when they cried out to God and put their trust in Him, He rewarded them. So I've talked about this before, how I can have sleepless nights and I can get gray hairs and wrinkles and whatever because I'm trying to solve problems on my own. And it never gets solved. It doesn't happen. It's like door after door after door after door closes. And I'm not the only person. I know friends who we've all experienced the same thing. Sometimes I think I'm a slow learner, but I'm getting quicker at learning. And I have friends who are much quicker than me and who have been much quicker than me. And you would think that you would learn by example, but a lot of times, like we know with our kids, we had to learn the hard way, and sometimes we have to let them learn the hard way. Okay. But I know from personal experience that handing it over to God and letting God handle it is the best way. We don't always think it's the easy way because sometimes it takes a whole lot longer than we want, but it's a whole lot better than struggling and stressing yourself out and putting your body through unnecessary and unhealthy emotional turmoil. Because doing that, you never get it solved. So even if God's timing is different from ours, which a lot of time it is, it's still quicker and better, obviously, than us trying it on our own, because with us trying it on our own, it doesn't get solved. I mean, there is no time limit. It doesn't get solved. But when we give it to God, it gets solved. Now, sometimes, I know, I've seen it myself. Sometimes, as soon as I give it to God, boom, it's done. And sometimes, it takes a while. But still, that's a lot better, guys, than trying to do things on your own. And when I try to do something on my own, it's usually wrong. I usually make a mistake, and then I've got to get myself out of this awful mess I got myself into. Okay, and that can take a while. And if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't get out of that mess either. Thank God for His love and His mercy and His grace, because when I'm stubborn and He needs to teach me a lesson the hard way, yeah, I get myself into messes, but He's always there, and He always helps me get out of that mess. Now, the caveat is I have to turn to Him. If I don't turn to Him, He's not going to help me get out of that mess, okay? But turning to Him helps me get out of the mess. And I don't know about you guys, but I would much rather turn to him sooner and not get in the mess and not have to go through all that stress and anxiety and tears and sleepless nights and, wrinkles and gray hair, whatever. Okay. I'd much rather turn to him right off the bat and say, okay, Lord, it's in your hands. I don't know how you want to handle it, but I trust you. Just show me the way. And yes, sometimes showing me the way is hitting me over the head with a sledgehammer, because I don't always hear it when it's, when it's that quiet voice, because I don't always slow down enough. I figure I am so busy with all of this. I got to do this, 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 and this, and this. And I don't slow down enough. And I've talked about that before. And I was thinking about that today while I was reading this Bible. It's like, my priorities are God. I want him first. I want to be able to spend all of my time doing this. But I also have responsibilities. Clean the house, do this, buy groceries, do the laundry, get my husband to his doctor appointments, and how do you juggle? Where, So turn it over to God. Priorities first. Trust him. Let him handle it. And if my house is a mess and my yard doesn't look good, okay, so what? And that's hard for me to do. But that's another subject. But that's because I figure God has given this land to me to be a good steward. It's not my home. It's not my land. But he has said, this is what I'm giving you, and you need to be a good steward. So how do I be a good steward, and how do I juggle all this? We all know that, okay? But the issue is, even with all those things, turn it over to God. Put your trust in him. Take that deep breath, okay? Find some quiet time and listen and trust. And he will get you through. And he will deliver you and provide the answer and the solution according to his will for his honor and glory. And yes, hindsight tells us it always works out better for us. Okay? So thanks for listening. Have a blessed rest of your day. Again, subscribers, thank you so much. Newbies, hit that subscribe button. And for all of you, like and share. You never know who is going to bless. And I hope it blessed you. So until the next time, bye.